Hi again, this is Jim. Welcome to my garden. It's starting to grow here, and you may notice I've got some vegetable plants all nicely planted in rows, but I've also got some other stuff coming up here that a lot of people wonder, why do you let that grow in your garden? And it's this plant right here. I let milkweed come up in my garden so I can use them to hunt for monarch eggs and caterpillars. They don't hurt, they don't compete with the other plants, and as long as they aren't growing directly in the rows, I'm happy to let them grow here. Now, if you're looking for eggs, the very first place you want to look are these top sets of leaves. I'm going to give this one a look over, and I do not see any eggs on there. Do not waste your time looking at these lower down leaves because the females like to focus on these top tender leaves for their eggs, especially early in the season. Milkweed are really easy to spot. You'll usually see them growing along the roadsides, and if you look for these big paddle-shaped leaves that are arranged oppositely as you go down, it's like climbing a set of stairs, leaf set to leaf set. Very recognizable. Those are the ones you want to check out for eggs. If you're still not sure whether it's a milkweed or not, just take one of the leaves and pinch it away from the stem, and you should see that milky sap instantly. Now, there is one other wild weed that also has a milky sap like this with somewhat oval leaves, and it's spreading dogbane. But I think you'll notice the difference. Maybe we could find one of those to look at. Here's that other plant. When it's littler, you might get it mistaken for milkweed. This is a paddle-shaped milkweed leaf. Notice that nice latex that's coming out. Notice how the leaves can superficially resemble milkweed, but this plant is much taller, it has a long stalk. But if you pinch the stem off, you immediately get that milky sap. I don't think you're going to have trouble mistaking common milkweed from dogbane, especially with these purplish stems too. But just in case, there you go. We've been looking for eggs, but haven't found any yet. But we noticed on this plant, right at the top, you look down here, oh look at that. That's the shed skin of the caterpillar. So look how big he is already. That's about third instar almost right now, and that's his shed skin. So I'm not going to take the caterpillar off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the whole top of this plant out right here, and we're going to take those pieces and we're going to take them home with us. Beautiful young caterpillar. Okay, we've gone out and collected some eggs. So here's how we take care of them. Notice that there are a stack of leaves inside the Ziploc sandwich bag. This is the absolute best way to take care of the eggs. If you put the leaves inside a Ziploc bag like this, write the date when you collected them and the number of eggs that are in there, you know what's in the bag. If you put the leaves in a plastic bag like this, don't worry, there's plenty of air for any little caterpillars that would hatch. But this helps to keep the leaves fresh, and they will stay this way for 4 or 5 days before you have to put new ones in, and that's enough time. The eggs are going to hatch in about 2 or 3 days. That's enough time for the caterpillars to hatch to start eating before you have to worry about transferring them to another bag or another leaf or whatever. So let's take a look and see what we have here. And notice there's a big leaf on the bottom. And that's a good thing to have because it's nice to be able to have something that's supporting all those other leaves. So try to be careful so you don't upset the whole pile. And there's our stack of leaves with eggs. So now I've got my egg sandwiches made here. Let's take a peek and see what we've got. All right, that's just a cover leaf. There's no egg on that. I like to use the tweezers too. If you've got little fingers and fingernails so you can grab the ends of the leaves, that's great. But I like to use the tweezers. There's an egg right there. I'm not going to pick it up, obviously, but there's one egg. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna have my orders all going to be messed up here because I'm going from small leaves to big ones. Here's another egg.
Oh yeah, that one's. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it looks like there might be a little frass there. Frass is what you call caterpillar poop.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see anything at all on that leaf.
Okay.
Let's see what's on this one. There's a little leaf. If I can grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's another egg.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put that over there. That doesn't look like an egg.
Nope.
But there's a hole in the leaf.
Mm.
Oh, there's a little caterpillar right there. He crawled away from the egg.
Let me see. Oh my goodness.
Do you see him? He's right on the egg, right on the edge there of that leaf. Here he comes. He's crawling towards that other egg. I'm not doing anything with that. So I'm going to just move this off to the side. And then I've got, oops, there he is. Can you see him now?
Yeah, and then another egg.
And then there's one more egg on this big leaf on the bottom. Now, these guys have been in the bags, even though it says June 10th. They've been in the bags for a couple of days. It says we've got 1 egg and 5 noobs. So they've hatched and they're probably growing. And I can actually see one right now at the base of that leaf.
Oh yeah, Chester.
And he's getting pretty big. So let's slide this all out carefully. Oh, that's a good seal. And you can see the caterpillars didn't suffocate. They had plenty of air. I'm going to slide this all out. Again, if you have little tiny fingers, you can grab that. That's good. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to flip this leaf over. Oh, there's 2 on that leaf right there. And I'll move these guys off to the side because I just have to see what we've got. Remember, we had 5 newborns and 1 egg, so we got to try to find that egg too. I don't see anything on that leaf at all. I'll put that off to the side. Oh, this one's got a chew hole in it, so maybe there'll be something there. Nope, nothing on that leaf. Look carefully, because those little guys can give you, they can hide pretty well. Let's see what's on this one. Oh, there's one. I'll put him down over here by his pals. Now this leaf is starting to look a little wilted. It's time to get rid of this one if there's nothing on it. And yeah, that leaf doesn't look good. I don't see anything on it. I don't see an egg and I don't see a caterpillar. That stuff is frass. That's on there. So this is going to be going in our discard pile over here. I'm going to get rid of that guy. Be careful when you grab leaves like this, where they're bent over, because if you grab it with your fingers like this, and there's a caterpillar on the other side, you could smush them. I don't see anything, and the leaf's kind of curled up, so I'm going to just carefully grab it here, straighten it out, because I looked inside and I didn't see anything. I still don't see anything. So that's a discard leaf. Oh, here's 2 caterpillars. So how many did we say? There's 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've all hatched. We had 5 noobs and 1 egg, so everybody's hatched. Oh, look at this guy. He's zipping around the corner. He's going on the back side of the leaf. Stinker, so got to pay attention to these guys. They run all over the place. So I can get rid of this leaf. Oops.
And I think having the white paper is kind of nice.
Oh, yeah. It helps you to be able to see. And I can get rid of this leaf. Now, this leaf doesn't look good either, but we've got 3 caterpillars on here, so we have to do something. We have to get them off of this leaf. And I can't grab them, obviously, right? Because they're too little. So I'm going to take a fresh leaf here and snip it off the branch. And if you want to, you know, the latex comes out right away, that milky sap. Just dab it on the napkin for a little bit. Otherwise, it gets smeared all over the place. All right, smeared is a good word. So now what I'm going to do is take my scissors and carefully, very carefully so I don't cut them, I'm going to cut the little squares out around where the caterpillars are sitting. Chunks of leaves out here and transferred it to the fresh leaf. Now I need to get one to cover these guys. These are already starting to wilt and curl up a little bit, but I think they'll still be okay. So we'll take our leaf and we'll lay it inside here. Remember, the female likes to lay the eggs on the underside of the leaf, so I like to have the caterpillars be able to contact the lower side of the leaf at first until they get bigger. This leaf looks fabulous. Those both look fabulous, so I'm going to just make a little sandwich out of those. This leaf looks fabulous, so I'm going to put that on there. That's a good capper, and
egg sandwich.
I can take the whole thing and make my egg sandwich. And we are ready to go back in the bag, but I got to change my label. So we'll do that.
I guess it's a caterpillar sandwich. It's not an egg sandwich.
Yeah, now it is. So I can erase the eggs entirely. Eggs are erased. And I'm just going to change this 5 to a 6. All right. And, oops, we need to change the date.
And you can keep adding onto the dates and keep the dates so you know when they hatched and all.
Yeah, you could just write like yesterday was 6/10, and we had them in at 6/9.
I think we put them in at 6/8. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure that looks like an 11 and not a 19 though. All right. Okay, we've got a couple of very small cats here. They're kind of in between what we would call tinies and very smalls. And these guys are big enough though. They're almost the width of your fingernail long. So we're gonna put those on a couple of leaves. And we'll make a sandwich out of them. And then we're going to put those in the bucket. Then to label the bucket, we write the date and what's in the bucket. And put on a screen. It's about a foot square with a lid that's cut out. We cut out the center of the lid. And then tear off our date label and put it on the edge of the bucket. And there you go. Up to 6 to a bucket. That's the most we'll do.
These are on the side of the bucket. They're getting ready to shed their skin. Do not touch them when you see them on the side. I just cleaned out the frass and some of the old leaves for the ones who are still feeding.